I mean, I didn't expect this to happen. A few months ago, I hadn't even really heard of the Lionesses.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that can come from this is that you've already mentioned about the legacy, that there's hopefully more girls going into schools and wanting to play, and then off the back of it, more girls going into football clubs. But people keep coming and speaking to us that work in football and say, you know, women's football is growing. And I think off the back of what happened yesterday, they've just, you know, blown the ceiling off it. We don't know where we can go to now. And I think that's the most exciting bit, that there'll be young girls and young boys that know the names of that squad that just won the Euros yesterday.
I was speaking to someone earlier and I couldn't believe some of the information, considering we are the home of football, that our Premier League is probably the most watched sports tournament in the world. And as a country, we've really dragged our heels on promoting the women's game. I mean, let's talk frankly about this. What sort of salaries professional women's footballers, what are they on? Do they need second jobs and things like that?
It depends across the game, really. When you look at the men's game, it's professionalised in probably the top 4 leagues. They get paid as professionals. In the women's game, the top league, the WSL, is fully professional and they wouldn't need second jobs. But then you drop down into other leagues and yeah, they would be needing second jobs. And probably by the third tier, it's probably completely voluntary and still a hobby. So yeah, we're not there in terms of the depth of that professionalisation, and it's, you know, moving there gradually, but hopefully with something like this that we're experiencing right now, that'll happen even quicker. So I'd encourage people to get down and watch their local teams, because that's what helps the clubs grow.